Could Billy Donovan be leaving Florida? Let's read between the lines and take a look at what he said in the SEC meetings. Quote, I think when you start making guarantees about life and start making guarantees about where you're going to be, that's not good, because if for some reason I ever changed my mind and I did do something, I wouldn't want people saying, well, he promised, he guaranteed, he said this on record. End quote. So then that begs the question, is Billy Donovan going to leave Gainesville? Well, the only person I would go to answer this question and put these rumors either to rest or get more insight into them is Chris Harry, the Florida insider, who happens to be in Oklahoma City right now, not to watch the Thunder even up the series, but to cover the Gators in the College Softball World Series. So, Chris, tell me, what does this mean, and is there anything to it?
I'll tell you, one of the reasons that this is all coming up now is that Billy Donovan had a clause in his contract when he came back. Remember, he had a cup of coffee as the Orlando Magic coach back after that second national championship in 2007. There was a clause in the contract when he changed his mind and came back saying he had to stay in Florida for 5 more years, and that expired 2 years ago. So this is starting to come up a little bit because the NBA people are starting to see Billy Donovan does a lot of things that really translate well to the NBA relative to offense and defense, pick and roll, pick and pop, that kind of thing. And he is an attractive NBA candidate. Now, whether or not he's weighing it, yes, he is definitely weighing considerations. The reports, of course, are Minnesota and Cleveland are the teams that have reached out for him, and he is listening. Now, whether or not he's going to jump, he's obviously thinking about it because he just doesn't want to be caught in one of the things where Nick Saban says, I'm definitely not going to Alabama. He goes to Alabama. He doesn't want to be caught, like he said, in a situation where he declares definitely that he's going to stay and something happens. He's definitely considering this. He pictures himself as one day being an NBA coach. Whether or not the time is right now, I can't say, and I don't think he can say either, obviously.
Well, Chris, let's role play here. You're the conscience of Coach Billy Donovan. Do you think it's a better fit for him to stay in college at Gainesville or pursue one of these NBA jobs? And if he does pursue them, which NBA job is best fit or best suited for Coach Donovan?
He has guys in his ear, the Van Gundy brothers. He has Rick Carlisle in his ear. He got guys telling him, you got to give this a chance. It's pure basketball. And that's something he really loves and he really would find attractive, the idea of pure basketball without having to worry about the recruiting stuff. But against that, you weigh the whole thing. That's a lot of time away from your family. That's a lot of things away from the things he likes to have control of. As a college basketball coach, remember, college basketball is about the coach. He has total control of that. Where does he want to go? What fits well for him and his lifestyle right now? He's going to turn 49 this week. These are options he has to weigh. In terms of what fits better, obviously, Minnesota Timberwolves, I don't know about this roster given the uncertainty with the Kevin Love contract expiring. Cavaliers have the first pick in the draft. They have a great point guard. Anthony Bennett didn't work out last year, but I don't think Billy Donovan would go in there not thinking Anthony Bennett has a chance to be a really good player. The question is, where at Cleveland, do you want to go work for that owner who's, can be a little bit quirky sometimes? Those are the options he's dealing with right now, and that's probably what he's wrestling with every night as he's talking to these people right now. When push comes to shove, I believe he'll stay, but it won't surprise me at all if he does scratch this itch that is going to stay at him for the next few years.
Well, that's Chris Harry with the 411. Something tells me, Chris, we're going to be talking a lot more as this story progresses. For all things Florida Gators and all things college sports related, stick with us here at CampusInsiders.com.